Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. We are going to hop on here very quickly and give an update, a very quick update about the upcoming active pattern here. We talked about it briefly last night. We'll talk about it a little bit more in depth today. We do have a SPC risk mainly for Wednesday, but we also have a very teeny tiny portion to talk about here for tomorrow in Southwest Michigan. So we're going to wait just about a minute or two for some people to hop on in here. So we're going to just kind of hang out just for a second here, not too long. Just want to hop on, give you guys a little bit brief update here, what to expect, what to watch in the upcoming forecasts, and get into a little bit more some detail here in regards to the upcoming next couple of days. What's up, Alan? So where are you guys watching from? Let me know. Man, West Virginia's popping off with severe storms this morning. What's going on down there? It's crazy. All right, we got 45 in chat here. Let's go ahead and get started here. So we do have a SPC risk for tomorrow for an extreme southwest portion of the state. So Berrien County, Cass County, mainly getting in on that risk. It's a low risk for damaging winds and large hail. Overall, not concerned about this much at all. We're going to look at the radar here for Tuesday. This is Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, we have this risk out to our west in Illinois. The reason that risk is in place for Tuesday night is because these storms may try to progress further to the eastward, but they really shouldn't. They're going to die with time here as they get into southwest Michigan. This is going to be weakening here, but there is a chance we could see a storm or two try to remain, strong, so to speak. So that's why you see that risk in place for Tuesday. But the risk that we're more so focused on now is going to be for Wednesday. We have a bigger portion of Michigan from Grand Rapids to Lansing over to Pontiac to Detroit. You guys are in this severe risk for Wednesday now. We talked about it briefly last night. We're going to talk about this more so in detail now. So this is going to be a marginal risk level 1 out of 5. So the very lowest risk you can have. But the returns we're seeing on latest data here suggest we could see a little bit of a bump up in risk there just a bit the further south you go. Looking at the overall trend here of a few different models and a few different ingredients, so to speak. Looking at our instability, we have a really good access of instability here out in Illinois on Wednesday morning. That pushes up into the southern part of Michigan here Wednesday afternoon. Excuse me. So this southern area of Michigan here is riding between 1 and 2,000 joules of surface-based CAPE. That is quite a big number here for storms to work with, which is why you're seeing that risk in place for southern Michigan. Now, what could the radar look like, though? Now, take it with a grain of salt. We're still 2 days out from this, so this is not going to be a guaranteed lock. It's just an idea. But we're getting the first couple of signs here. We could see activity here that looks pretty robust in southern Michigan here. So the overall takeaway that I want to give you guys is there is a level 1 risk right now. But if this continues to trend in the way it's going, it could get upgraded to a level 2 risk. Not going to be surprised if it does. But overall, this would be more so a damaging wind and large hail risk, but also wouldn't rule out a low chance of a tornado. There are no risk hazards highlighted right now because the SPC day 3 outlook does not do that. They start doing specific hazards at the day 2 outlook. So we'll have to wait for tomorrow morning's forecast to get an idea of what the SPC is thinking in terms of areas of like wind, hail, and tornadoes. But overall takeaway from this is expect, or should I say watch for an expected severe event here in South Michigan Wednesday afternoon and evening. The main time frame for this should be afternoon. This model right here that I'm showing you is for 2 p.m. For Wednesday afternoon there. And again, this isn't an exact timing. It's just an idea here. We're getting our first signs of activity and first signs of potential severe weather in the region. We'll look at one more model here before I hop off here. If you guys got questions, drop them in chat now. I won't be on here too long, but this is another model here. This is a NAM 3. A similar picture is being painted, a little bit less robust, though, with these storms in exact same placement, honestly. A little bit less of intense storms, but still storms nonetheless. But back this up here. This is a line of storms that develops, Wednesday morning out here in Illinois. That pushes to the east into Michigan here as time goes on. So, if the instability is there, these storms will be supported to be severe in nature, or could be severe in nature. So, overall takeaway: low end severe risk tomorrow night for Southwest Michigan. Not overly concerned at this time for that event. But then Wednesday we have a significant, not significant, we have another risk that looks to be for a more populated area, so to speak. Yes, this is going to be a daytime, looks to be a daytime threat for right now. We could see some overnight showers and storms for Tuesday. Unlikely to be widespread severe at that point for Tuesday night, but Wednesday should be mainly afternoon and evening. But that is all I have to share with you guys. So if you guys don't have any questions, that's all I wanted to share. So it's going to be brief in nature. Just wanted to hop on here and give you guys the update. We'll have a forecast out for sure tomorrow, perhaps later on today as well. I'm not sure. I have to coordinate with Alex on that to see what he wants to do. But overall, we have the risk in place now for areas south of I-96. So for those areas, Lansing, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Adrian, Monroe, Jackson, Coldwater, Kalamazoo, Benton Harbor, Three Rivers, you guys are in that risk. Do you see this risk being pushed north? As of this time, no. That could change. We're still 3 days out. Yeah, 3 days out from this. So this could easily adjust further north or even further south too. But right now, the models are pretty good. The models right now are pretty good agreement here that we're going to have instability reaching all the way up into this risk area, but it doesn't reach any further north at this point. So there is your, go back to the RFS model. Where does it go? Go back here. There we go. The new models loading in right now, so we'll take a peek at that this afternoon. But overall, your instability axis is going to be roughly the same area as that marginal risk there, all the way up to Grand Rapids. Basically going to ride the 96 corridor. Any further north, toward Mount Pleasant, up into the thumb of Michigan, not seeing much any threat up there. Maybe some hail at the very least, or at the very most, should I say, but not looking likely. Any other questions, guys? If you guys are just hopping on, I would recommend going back and watching the first 4 minutes of this stream. I cover everything in pretty much good detail here, but the overall synopsis is severe weather is unlikely on a widespread basis Tuesday night, but a strong storm or two may try to present itself in Southwest Michigan. And then also Wednesday is the day we're kind of watching more so specifically, just because we have a good increase of your surface instability, which you're seeing on this model here. It's highest off to our south, obviously, here in Indiana. It should be where the highest threat's going to be, which also coordinates well with what the SPC has put in place here for a regional risk. Go ahead and take a look at the regional for a minute here. There you go. They put a slight risk off to our south, but that could easily be adjusted further north given the latest trend. Although, again, this is just one model run. We're looking at multiple throughout the day. Still have updates for you guys as new model data comes available. So we'll probably put something out later tonight if anything's changed. Bill, I'm going to say a low risk right now for tornadoes. I think it's more so going to be like a hail and wind event. But right now, I'm not going to completely rule out tornadoes. I think that they're going to be a possibility. It's just going to be small in nature. I don't think it's going to shift north, Travis. The instability that we're looking at models does not go any further north than what that risk is. So I think it's well placed by the SPC. I think it'll be pretty much staying that way. Now this could trend north. It could. So keep an eye out for later forecast. But for right now, I can tell you I don't see it shifting north. All right. For those of you just tuning in, I would suggest going back and rewatching the first 5 minutes of the stream. I cover everything in pretty much good detail there. Otherwise, Tuesday night, tomorrow night, could be a strong storm or two in Southwest Michigan. Wednesday afternoon, evening is when the threat you're seeing on your screen here is going to be 4. It could be 4 damaging winds, large hail, and potential for a few isolated tornado or so. But again, details and exact confidence is going to increase here as we get closer to Wednesday. Stay tuned to future forecasts. We'll be posting on the page here. Also, stay tuned to the SPC and WS pages. We'll be having updates as well. So with that being said, I'm going to hop off here. You guys have a good day. Enjoy the nice weather today. Mid or low 70s, high 60s. Beautiful breeze. No clouds in the sky here. So get out there and enjoy the day, guys. It's going to be beautiful. So with that being said, stay safe. I'll see you guys later tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow morning.